All right. You all probably have heard about the boycott, February 28th. That's a Friday. And it's for this whole DEI being taken away, basically gutted from different, universities, colleges, and businesses. Trump administration has done away with it and wants everything to be merit based, meaning you get the job or get approved for something all based on your skill set and what you know how to do, nothing more, nothing less. But it's people who feel minorities, other groups, women will get left out and just not be picked or considered with DEI being gone. DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that's where we're at with it. And so you've also had other major retailers that have removed all of their DEI initiatives, things dealing with allowing people to get, fair chances to get their products sold in their stores. And so now people fear that'll bring back discrimination. And major retailers are being targeted in this boycott. Amazon, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, you name it. They don't want anyone spending any money on Friday, February 28th. That includes at gas stations. They say if you do spend money, it should only be at small businesses to support them. But all of the major companies in the United States, and you know who they are, this probably includes restaurants as well. They want these places to feel, just the economic pain of people not spending their cash for 24 hours. I know the Walmart around me is open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. And so I don't know how much money any of these stores, online, they're open 24 hours. And I don't know how much money they bring in on a 24-hour basis. And so it's 340.1 million people in the United States. That's the estimated population. I'll bring that up in a little while just to make sure. And you won't even need probably all of the population to participate. I don't think they'll get every single person, but if they get enough of that number, we might see news reports on Saturday, March 1st, about how much money was lost once these companies report their last 24 hours. And if they see a decrease in revenue versus what they're used to in a 24-hour period, it can definitely send a message about people being upset about DEI being taken away and what will be done to rectify that. Some companies will reinstate it and still follow those DEI initiatives, even though President Trump opposes all of it. So, we'll see. Money definitely talks, and enough people get together in this national boycott, it can definitely hurt the bottom lines of a lot of the companies out here, the major retailers and things like that. People just feel they won't be able to get a fair chance at opportunities when it comes to employment with DEI being gone. Not just employment, certain types of funding for your business that you may have or your not for profit, getting government funding. And people just don't think they'll be able to get a fair shake at, getting selected for anything with DEI being abolished. So this is just a start with February 28th, and they just want to try it out for 24 hours to not spend anything. And so I'm asking, are you in? Are you with it? Did you know about it? If so, are you just going to get everything you need by February 27th? And then 28th, just chill out and then just see the fallout on March 1st, that Saturday? Or are you still going to go out and buy what you need if that's the only day you can get out on Friday the 28th and you have to get stuff maybe for your child? I guess that's understandable. But like I said, it's not needed for all 340.1 million United States citizens to not shop on February 28th. You just need a good number. and just for these companies to look at their revenue for that's lost or was not made for the 28th, and then really see, man, the American public meant business, and we actually lost money because we're not falling in line with what the American people want in terms of DEI. Now, I know the entire country isn't on board with DEI uh, being gone. You know, you got people that are for it, people that are against it. You know, I've seen comments on other websites where people are glad that things will be merit based, and you know, you get the opportunity, the job, the funding based on, you know, skill set in terms of when it comes to a job. But as far as funding for your program, your not for profit, your small business, major stores carrying your products from your business, if you have things that you want Target or Walmart to carry, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're getting denied. So that won't be merit based. That's, you know, and then I think that's another fear of DEI being gone. Because one thing, merit based to get the job, this person knows how to do it and they select the best, and people not necessarily being confident that even if I am the best, that it still won't go to someone else based on whatever categories or criteria that the companies say they have. Basic, you know, whoever's in the running for the job interview with you. But the other things that aren't merit based necessarily, uh, with small businesses, and if a major retailer is going to carry your products, or if you're going to get funding for your not for profit or for a certain college or university, that's a little trickier in terms of how you determine who gets funding for that. I know Trump had given universities and colleges 2 weeks to get rid of all DEI initiatives, or they will stop whatever funding will go to those schools. So that's another thing there that really lights a fire under those universities that practice DEI to get rid of those initiatives. But then now we come back to the enrollment process where you have people who are pro DEI and who gets accepted into colleges and universities with DEI being gone. Colleges no longer have to meet a certain criteria, a certain quota. They can just admit who they want, and just I guess they'll go off a grade base. You know, what did you do in high school, your GPA, and that's that. And maybe if your extracurricular activities that you were involved in, but then how does that measure up to you still getting admitted? You've got all of the qualifications, but then that school still denies you. Also, you can bring up the issue of scholarships, and you know, just how we determine who gets what with DEI being gone. You know, they have minority scholarships, things like that. Does that go away? And so, uh, United States citizens are responding the best way they know how on Friday, February 28th, by just saying, okay, we won't spend any dollars anywhere except with small businesses, and then just see how a slowing cash flow for just 24 hours will hopefully get the attention of all of the companies that want to go along with getting rid of DEI, and that it will catch the attention of the United States government and the Trump administration. So I'm going to share my screen now and let you all see a little bit more behind the scenes of what this is all about and the group that's actually putting it all together. So let me get ready to share it now, and so you all get some more insight on this. And you can make your decision if you want to join the boycott or you want to sit it out. You know, it's up to you. So let's see here. Let me get it sharing. So you all should. So here we go right here. Nationwide economic blackout on February 28th, like I said. And this is not all the list of stores being targeted, but this is part of the list. So let's scroll it down. So here it is. Americans are pledging to stop making any purchases for 24 hours on Friday, February 28th. The national economic blackout is scheduled as a way for Americans to boycott major retailers that have pulled back on diversity, equity, and inclusion policies as a response to President Donald Trump. So here's why it matters. Early into his presidency, Trump ended several DEI initiatives in the federal government. He issued an executive order that funds could be frozen for companies, like I was saying, that do not go along with this. And Trump also outlawed any messaging that promotes inclusion-based language. So in any of these companies' mission statements or just what they put in their pamphlets, their advertising, it can't be DEI related. And the orders have caused PBS to close its DEI office. That's a major TV station, while major companies like Amazon, Target, and Google are taking steps to get rid of their DEI initiatives. And so these are companies, this in the small list here, that they don't want any United States citizens spending money with on February 28th. So let's scroll down some more. There you see Walmart, what to know. Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, they're all on the list. While the nationwide economic blackout applies to all discretionary spending, the organizers are targeting some retailers in particular. And you see these. They don't want anybody spending money on fast food or gas. So, no McDonald's, no Hooters, no Popeyes, no KFC. Get your gas on Thursday. If you have to, for those that got to commute to the office on Friday, get the gas on Thursday. I already have enough gas in my tank as I'm doing this video. And so let's keep going down. The group pushing for the economic blackout, they're called the People's Union USA. And they say the people do have to spend money. They say focus on your small local businesses, mom and pop stores that may only have one location. Or if they have just a website and they ship from their home, that's all who they want you supporting and get what you need from them on the 28th. And so they're saying if we disrupt the economy for just one day, it sends a powerful message. And it definitely could, like I said, if these companies see a loss on the 28th. The People's Union is not just about resisting. Hold on, I'm just reading to see. It's not about just resisting corruption. It's about exposing it. And it's saying for decades, corporations, politicians, and industries have worked together to rig the system against the American people. A lot of people feel that way, that Americans don't get their fair side of the deal. And okay, Newsweek, that's who this article is from. They've reached out to Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy for comment via email, and they probably haven't responded. And so these are some people's responses. I'm going to go to the People's Union's website. So this is them, and they're the ones, in charge of this boycott. This is their website, the People's Union. You can see that. And I want to scroll down to the exact directions they have for the 28th. They also have a GoFundMe and they have merchandise. But here we are here, the 24-hour economic blackout. So these are all the criteria and what they want people to do to comply. So there's economic, pain for major retailers and to send a message. So you can see the listing here. And so they said when Thursday, midnight, 12 a.m., 27th, all the way to midnight, Friday, the 28th, all 24 hours of the 28th, basically. What not to do: do not make any purchases. That's number one. Do not shop online or in store. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, nowhere. So the instructions are clear. Do not spend money at gas stations, at fast food, other major retailers, Foot Locker, your mall, all of that. Movie theaters, none of that. Don't use credit or debit cards for non-essential spending. I'm pretty sure that means no Zelle either, no Cash App, no Venmo, none of that. You all know the deal. Only key essentials if absolutely necessary. Food, medicine, emergency supplies. Uh, no getting a new outfit for the weekend. No new sneakers. None of that. I know that Air Jordan has something every Saturday. So March 1st, that you wait for March 1st to get that. And you must don't buy any other type of shoes on Friday the 28th. And then they saying spread the message if you can. Talk about it, post about it, and document your actions that day. And so let me go further down why this matters. Corporations and banks only care about their money. That's their bottom line. If we disrupt that for 24 hours, one day it sends a message. If they don't listen and they say they won't, we make the next blackout longer than 24 hours. So this is their first action. This is how we make history. February 28th, they planning it on the last day of Black History Month. And the 24-hour economic blackout, no pun intended, begins. So this is where we're at with that. And you see what they're trying to do. I don't know, for the people listening to this, if you're pro DEI or you're glad it's gone. I want to take a moment to look at the population of the country just to see exactly what's our number. As of last year, they haven't counted it for this year, 340.1. That's probably estimated. Now, I don't think they'll get all of those. I mean, there are people who are happy that DEI is gone, but if they just get enough of this, they can definitely send a message. And when these companies, actually see a loss in the last 24 hours that they've never seen before, because U.S. citizens are like, no, we're not doing that, it can definitely change some things. And like they say, they'll make the next one longer because they want DEI reinstated or in some form of fashion where they can be ensured fairness when it comes to job opportunities, funding, uh, like I said, getting your products from your business carried in a major retailer, admittance into college, university, and also, like I said, scholarships would play a part in that on who gets granted the scholarship. There's so many other opportunities that people feel they won't get a fair chance at, even though no DEI is supposed to be merit based. The thing is, they feel, can you rely on people making the decisions at corporations and other places to be merit based? That's the thing. Or if they're just going to, put nepotism in place and just leapfrog certain people or select people based on that, and then other people get left out in the cold. And so now they figure, okay, let's affect the money first and foremost. That runs everything, and then see the reaction from there. So again, this is the group. You can see their website here, the People's Union USA.com. And this is what they're trying to accomplish. They're spearheading the whole boycott, and they want all United States citizens participating, all races, nationalities, backgrounds. They want everybody to participate. Their website is the People's Union USA.com. If you want to check them out, they have a GoFundMe. You can see more about what their mission is, things like that. We are not a political party. We are not a protest. We are a movement of people unionizing to take back control of our economy, government, and future of our country. And that's who they're fighting. You can see that there. Politicians, everything. That's who they're against, and the system, because they feel the United States is going in the wrong direction. And like they say, I don't think they're Democrat or Republican based. They're just independent. Like they said, we are not a political party. So I guess if they do vote, it's in their best interest. So yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell about what's supposed to be going on Friday, February 28th. So if you want to participate, get this video out there, do word of mouth, text people. There's plenty of articles online about it. Share this video to others if they want to get involved on the 28th and just hold back on their spending. And then let's see the fallout on Saturday, March 1st, beginning of the new month. March 1st, that's when the rent, mortgages due, other bills. So, hey, maybe if you save something on the 28th, you'll have something left over on March 2nd to start the new week on that Sunday after, you pay your rent, your mortgage, things like that. Or maybe bills are coming out this week leading up to March 1st, depending on, when stuff is due, or your light bill, gas bill, things like that. And actually taking 24 hours just to save, might actually help your pockets just on the individual level, in addition to what the boycott is trying to accomplish. So, it can still be a win-win on both sides if you just want to save some money, which is always a good idea, especially in this economy. And so, yeah, it's the economic boycott. We stop sharing, and there you have it. It's going to be interesting to see the outcome, and if enough people actually participate to where, for the first time, we see these companies report a loss on February 28th, and they see their bottom lines, hit where it's below, expectations. Because I don't know what each company brings in each day. I'm sure it's a lot if you just look at everyone who just goes into Walmart Sunday through Saturday. And so Friday, there's a drop off, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. There's a gap there. So if you want to get involved, if you're pro DEI, or it may not even have nothing to do with DEI, maybe you have certain other issues with this country and you're for your own individual reasons, maybe separate from DEI, they go ahead and keep your money in your pockets on February 28th. So, let me know down in the, let me know what you all think. Do you think boycotting works, or is it a waste of time? This is, they're asking people of every race in the United States to take place in this. And so, they're just really trying to get the entire country, if they can, just to not spend. So, I mean, like I said, they want the entire country. You got politicians who are against DEI, so they're not expecting them to stay out of the stores. But like I said, you don't need every citizen for this. That 340.1 million is probably estimated of how many people we have in this country. You don't need all of them to just hold back on spending. It's just a good sizable amount, and just to not spend any money with these people, with these corporations on the 28th, and see what happens. Those that do spend, that won't really help finances for those companies on that day. That'll be well below expectations, what they normally bring in. So the People's Union wants United States to the corporations to feel the economic pains. So let's see what happens. And again, let me know down in the comments what you all think about the whole movement, the situation, and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, it's Facts of Feelings, no spaces, and that's all one word. Put that in the YouTube search, Facts of Feelings, and my channel comes right up, no spaces. And we'll see what happens. Save your money on February 28th, I guess. I'm out.